everyone, and welcome to the second edition of A View of Broadway Avenue. My name is Mindy Leadholm. I'm the Washington County Business Liaison for the Broadway Avenue Improvement Project. Today we will be focusing on the bridge demolition and reconstruction process of the Broadway Avenue County Road 2 bridge. Today we are joined here with Joe Campbell, Washington County construction engineer. Can you tell us a little bit about the bridge demolition process?
Sure. The bridge demolition process started last week, and the process goes that the contractor will get an excavation, couple excavators or backhoes, as most people understand them as, and put big jackhammers on the end. So they utilize those jackhammers to demo the bridge deck. Once the bridge deck's gone, they come back the following day and they then cut the beams apart, remove the beams, and then after they removed all the beams, then they remove the piers and are continuing to do some of that demo work below the piers, the abutments, and the footings.
Now, I know a lot of the bridge removal process happened at night. Can you tell us the reasoning behind implementing the night work?
Yeah, the demo of bridge construction usually occurs either off-peak hours, essentially. So for this section of roadway, between MnDOT, the county, and the city, they determined that a night removal would be best for minimizing impacts to the traveling public as well as the businesses in the area. So the night work was done to basically minimize traffic impacts and community impacts. So the contractor was allowed to close the roadway at 9 p.m. and then work through the night, and it had to have it reopened at 5 a.m. So they did that over 4 different nights to completely remove the bridge.
All right, great. And now, as you can see behind us, we're already working on reconstructing the Broadway Avenue Bridge. Joe, what are the next steps in the bridge construction process?
Well, as Mindy, as you say, what's going on behind us as the next steps is driving the piling. You can see the actual yellow device up there is called a pile driving hammer. So they're driving piles. So they'll do that on the east abutment the next few days. They'll move to the west side next week, and then as well go to the center. So they'll be building the deep foundations, which is the piling. They'll build a piling cap. They'll be building the abutments and backfilling, and then the big thing that'll happen that most people see is a surcharge. So they'll build up a surcharge of dirt. So it'll be a big pile of dirt that'll be here for a month to 2 months.
So once we get this bridge reconstructed, can you tell us some of the differences between the new bridge and the old bridge?
The main thing that I think most of the traveling public will see is the new bridge is, I think it's twice as wide as the old bridge. The old bridge was around 50 to 60 feet wide. The new bridge will be 100 and some feet wide. So there'll be 2 full through lanes and 2 turning lanes, so much different than the existing bridge. So the width of the bridge itself will be for the traveling public onto, and then on the interstate, the difference will be that the old bridge used to be a 4-span structure, so there used to be called side piers, and so there was piers right alongside the bridge and at the edge of the roadway. Those piers will be removed, so there'll only be a center pier and then 2 abutments on the side. So the people that are driving up 35 will see just a much longer span, probably another larger type bridge.
All right, and I just have one more question for you, Joe, and I know this is probably on the minds of many of you watching this, but when can we expect this new bridge to be completed and open?
The new bridge, the contract completion date is October 31st. That is the contract schedule, so that will be the latest it'll be open. I guess it could possibly go later, but then the contractor would be penalized monetarily for that. But in trying to get the bridge open, we also have incentives built into the contract that will allow the contractor to complete it up to 45 days early. If they complete it up to those 45 days early, they'll get an incentive for every day it's open. So the contract date would be October 31st, and if they receive all their incentive, it could be a month and a half earlier. But we really won't know that until they get to that point. But October 31st is the contract date.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us here today, Joe. And thanks, everybody, for taking the time to watch A View of Broadway Avenue. If you'd like any more information or if you'd like to see any more photos, you can go to our website at broadwayavforestlake.info.